Hi everybody and welcome back. Antigua, Barbuda, Australia, the Bahamas, Belize, Canada, Grenada, Jamaica, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Solomon Islands, Tuvalu and the United Kingdom. What do all these countries have in common? As of 2023, these are the 15 countries of the British realm. Somehow it feels as if the British monarchy is actually forgetting that the king is still head of state of these countries. I'm saying this because the next Earthshot venue has been announced. Yes, the award function will be held in Singapore. Thank goodness, at least Singapore is a member of the Commonwealth. But am I right to assume that the countries sharing the same head of state should be considered first members of the Commonwealth, second, and only then everyone else? Now, with the King's first state visit having been to Germany and William again giving countries like New Zealand, Australia, Canada, etc. a miss for the award function, and even the smaller countries which could have greatly benefited from the visit and the advertising. I don't know, but it has been a while that I felt that King Charles and Prince William are sending a message to the British realm. Perhaps when King Charles III said he wants to slim down the monarchy, he meant getting rid of the other countries in the British realm. But he can't go up to them and say, listen, sort your shit out and take a hike. No. So instead, they pay as little attention to them as possible until they get the message. Now, I'm not saying this is true. I obviously don't know. But that is just how I feel. That is how it looks. The royals are so concerned about the Ukrainians, and they appear to be even more concerned about the Ukrainians than they are about their own subjects, or so it appears. I mean, I looked at their efforts with those huge bushfires in Australia. What did they do? They sent a couple of letters of condolence. Yet when it comes to the Ukrainians, millions of pounds are leaving the country going to the Ukraine, and they are housing hundreds, if not thousands, of Ukraine in fairly decent accommodation in Britain. So I don't know. It's just a feeling. Don't come shoot me for it. Anyway, like I said, at least Singapore is a Commonwealth country. But I just don't really get or understand decisions made by senior royals lately. On their own and on the surface it looks okay, but when seen in the bigger picture and taken in the wider context, some of their decisions lately just does not make sense. Anyway, I'm really not in the mood for arguments today, so let's move over to California and Santa Barbara in particular. I saw a post and a couple of pictures of Harry and Meghan on an alleged date at a sushi bar in Santa Barbara, except it was no date as they were with 6 other people, and I found it rather interesting to see who those people were. Yes, none other than Gwyneth Paltrow and her husband Brad Fatchuk, I don't know how to say his surname, Cameron Diaz and her husband Benji Madden, and CEO and founder of Bumble, Whitney Wolfe Herd, and her husband Michael Herd. Well, I don't know about you guys, but that does not sound like a date to me, but instead it sounds like a business meeting. For those of you who don't know, as I did not know, Bumble is a dating app. We also know that Gwyneth Paltrow is the proud owner of Goop, an online store and lifestyle blog. So to me, this looks like the revival of the TIG. Maybe a collaboration, or maybe Meghan's Agony Aunt section will be promoted by Goop and Bumble. Who knows? The other possibility is that we know that for some reason Harry is like a kid and an absolute awe and ever so starstruck around celebrities. So it could be that MeGain is now pulling out all the stops and gunning for A-listers in a bid to keep Harry. As far as I know, MeGain has never before met Gwyneth Paltrow or Cameron Diaz, so having a friendly dinner with them and their husbands is just a bit hard to believe. I'm definitely more inclined to think that there is some deal in the making, likely set up by WME. And by now we have all criticized the coronation fashion. So what about the fact that MeGain forgot to put her pants on? Look, I have no issue with mini dresses or mini skirts on tall, skinny, well-built young girls. Well, let's call young, at least under 30. What do you think? Anyway, a dress that short on a 42-year-old woman with stick legs and knob knees and large flat feet. Not sexy at all, or classy for that matter. For a change, Harry looked neat and casual and modern chic compared to his 42-year-old wife trying to look like a 16-year-old and ending up just looking like a trashy middle-aged woman. Okay, and then I want to quickly address something just very quickly. We'll do an in-depth look at it a bit later in the week, but something strange is going on with the Harkles and their children. I mentioned that all of a sudden, as a result of Harry's action against the Mirror Group and A&L, the whole scenario around the children, their birth, their existence, is actually being talked about on various social media platforms again. I cannot really understand why, except for the comment Harry made in his statement, namely that he wanted the media issue resolved before the wedding and the birth of the baby. But now there are all kinds of speculation, or shall I say renewed speculation, particularly after Omid Scabies spoke about it being Archie's 6th birthday. Excuse me? What a strange blunder to make. Had he missed the year and said it was Archie's 3rd birthday, or mixed his age with, say, their wedding anniversary and said it was Archie's 5th birthday? Well, those could likely be mistakes. But to say it was his 6th birthday? Very strange indeed. There's also talk that there was no birthday party for Archie at all, or that it was cancelled at the last minute. I'm hoping for more tea on that, and as soon as I hear anything, I will definitely let you know. Okay, and then I see Sarah York will be launching a podcast called Tea Talks with the Duchess and Sarah this week. I don't know how I feel about this, but I guess Sarah is not a working royal, and now neither her nor her husband is actually receiving any money from the royal family or the monarchy. Sarah actually stated a while ago, when it was announced that Andrew's annual allowance will be stopped, that she will help him stay and maintain Royal Lodge. So although we may not like our royals doing things like podcasts, etc., we also cannot blame the likes of Sarah for trying to earn a dime. I guess it is the future, and it is us who will have to adjust how we see and how we think of the monarchy. Okay, guys and girls, that's it from me for now. I'll see you tomorrow if all works out to plan. So until then, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.